This kind of ties it all up. You know you've got a compliant label, you're ready to mark your asset. You want to be sure that the mark is permanent. To be sure that the mark is permanent, when you apply the label to the asset, one, you want to make sure that that surface is clean. Some new assets that are being marked, perhaps they have like a slick coating on them, perhaps there's some dust. You want to be sure that that surface is clean so that the adhesive can fully cure to that surface. Second thing, when you're cleaning the surface, if you need to use an industrial cleaner, that's all well and good. You just want to make sure that once you've applied that cleaner, that that surface is dry. You don't want to put that cleaner on there and have the surface be a bit damp, because that'll make the adhesive more challenging to, again, fully cure to the surface. Third, you want to know where to affix the mark. Perhaps, again, there are some specifications or a drawing that you were provided where the mark needs to be applied. If not, you just want to make sure that you apply it in an area that, one, certainly that it does not affect the performance of the asset, but you want it easily readable. You want it in an area that can be easily scanned with a scanner. You certainly don't want to put it behind something that could detract the scanner from giving a good readable mark. You also want to record the affix date. You want to have an audit trail. This is another thing that will make a DCMA audit go very smoothly, is that you're documenting all the assets that you're marking so that you have an audit trail to show the DCMA auditor. You have the right label. You want to be sure that you're applying it to the right asset, meaning you're going to make sure that the part number and serial number on the asset matches the part number and serial number on the label. Very, very important. Which leads us to validating the asset pedigree data. Again, you want to make sure everything is matching up. And then, of course, there are exceptions. There's exceptions to everything, and there certainly is exceptions for MIL Standard 130. Perhaps you have an asset that has been marked, but now it needs to be modified. And now there's a rebuild taking place, and now that asset is something different and now needs to be remarked. That can happen. The other issue can be if the item can't be marked due to the lack of space. Perhaps it's a very small item and there's really no area or real estate to apply a label on there. You can use what is called a bag and tag application, where you're simply taking that small asset, you're putting it in a bag, and you're taking the UID label and you're applying it to the bag itself, so that now the item does have a mark associated with it. So very important, you're at the home stretch here. You want to make sure you're following these last final, fairly easy steps to ensure in full compliance of the application of the UID label.